I can play.
So, here, okay, here, we'll stay with Neil Diamond.
Bueno,
Okay,
for example, Nick
so you
Diamond. You want it in a different key? You want it in a different key? I mean, I can play. No, I'm not a genius. Tell me another song. Coming to America. Those are the songs that I know from Neil Diamond. I don't know too many songs of Neil Diamond. Now, you play a song, I listen to it, and I can play.
And there's the right hand, there's the left hand, and there's the right hand.
Yeah.
And on the right, are you doing the right hand with chords?
No,
That's
the right hand is melody for the most part.
Right.
The left hand is
I'm with you.
the chords.
Every morning I play music by reading.
Okay.
I've got this many books.
Okay.
15 minutes before I start.
Okay. Classical music.
Two. Fur-elise.
Okay.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da,
yeah,
da,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, sugar. I can play it in any key.
and Moonlight Sonata.
How is Moonlight Sonata? Yeah.
Ba,
Eh,
ba, ba, ba,
eh.
ba.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I have to read it. And when I get to the bottom of the page, I got to turn the page in order to play the next line.
Okay, well, there are okay, so classical music. I need to read classical music. Now, the point is that once I read it and once stays there, I can play it. I don't need the paper once it's there. Now, why is that? I have no idea how my brain works.
But it's amazing that it does.
For example, when you know my mind, my brain works this way. We'll have a conversation, and you say something. Yeah, something. So, you know, or sometimes I need to be quiet because, for example, when the rabbi speaks, and sometimes he gives a speech on something, and he says something that reminds me of a song. The good thing is that I turn the volume down because I automatically and it's I'm, I
You've done that before. That makes
well
me
sometimes
laugh.
I do it because it's fun. I think I mean I just want to add. You know, sometimes I think that he's gonna kill me one of these days. You know, but it is. You know, it's like something comes into my mind, a song, or you say a phrase, and a phrase is from a song, and that automatically
Well,
goes to my mind.
so I'm close.
Now I have probably my hard drive is full of songs. Don't ask me how I do it
Right.
because I don't know, but probably I can play thousands of songs.
Well, let me just say this. And she's a testament that I'm crazy. Because I can almost do what you do, but now with the piano. I hear something, I do the same thing. But it's in my head and I can whistle.
Okay.
Okay? And I don't need sheet music to whistle.
Okay.
I just sing it. And she wants to kill me because I repeat it and I repeat it.
Yeah.
But I can't do this.
Well,
What's missing between here, my whistling or singing, and this? I don't know.
I don't know how long have you been playing. I don't know. I don't have
I've been
the
playing
answer.
since I was like 10 years old.
Okay,
I'm
so
terrible. I'm a terrible.
it doesn't matter. No, you're not terrible. The thing is, I'm. I take in consideration. I'm not a genius. my thing is the chord structure. I mean, I am crazy with the chords. A song that you can play with 3 chords, I'm gonna put 14.
Watch this. C, F, G.
Yeah.
I know those chords,
Okay.
but I can't figure out which goes which, and with what.
You can
note.
play 1,000 songs with those 3 chords.
Yeah.
1,000 songs.
Here, B, F, B flat, F, and what is it, G, G7? But I know those by almost like academically.
Well,
but I don't know them
first of all, some of the things that and again, if you're gonna go with crazy songs, it's gonna be you need to start
simple.
simple. So 3 chords, C, F, G. You can play 1,000. I can tell you 1,000 songs with those 3 chords. Now you need to, C is C E G, F is F A C, and G is G B D. So when you play a melody and the phrase ends in D, most likely you need to put a G on the left because it goes with the chord. So if you play a D and if you play a D and you play a C or an F, but if you play a G, so you start with that.
Right.
So you start with that. Happy birthday. B. Okay. Which chord has the B? The G.
G.
So which chord has the C and the G and the C? The C. So it starts simple. If you're gonna go crazy and you're gonna try to play, I don't know, a very difficult song, you're gonna get frustrated and you won't get it. Now, how do I do it? Okay. So when, for example, somebody says to me, you need to learn this song. Okay. So I listen to the song, and I listen to the bass and the chords. That's the first thing that I listen to. So I hear the bass and I hear the chords. Now, once I know the bass and the chords, I know the song. The left hand is gone, and then the melody is the melody. So, but I didn't study that. It's natural. I didn't study since I was 5.5. And I study classical music. Yeah, I play classical music, but later on, I started playing modern music, and then, I professionally, and when you play professionally, I haven't. Well, I already sold my company early last year, but I had 2 wedding bands that we played for 30 something years. So I know a lot of music. Yeah.
That's great. I'm proud of you.
No,
And just there's somebody sitting out here that thinks you're a genius. Whether you
no, I'm not a genius. I'm a genius. I'm not a genius.
Shabbat Shalom. Okay, for those of you who thought it was going to be too cold out, how nice is it just right now? Cantor Norman is saying, "I told you so." We had a whole debate. I was going to bring us inside, and he said, "No, let's do it outside." And I said, "Okay, fine." He is right, and I am super glad that that is the case, because when we think about Shabbat, every Shabbat that we do in the winter, and we're able to be outside, it is such a blessing. It's a blessing because those of us who have friends, family up north, those of you who are online who might be joining us from up north, it's really fun to be able to say we're outdoors right now. But more than that, more than giving a gentle tease to our northerly neighbors, it is a chance for us to look out and be reminded that Shabbat is a recognition and a celebration of creation. And when we are inside and we are in a building that is of our own making, of our human making, sometimes we forget that Shabbat is about the creation of the world and God's creation, and how blessed we are to be on this beautiful campus and surrounded by wonderful trees and just clean air. And we acknowledge our brothers and sisters who in Los Angeles who may not be breathing in such clean air. And we, if that is my mother, please tell her I'm busy. She might be watching. But no, I think she's fine. Yes, remember, my mother lives in the northern California. But to just acknowledge that they are suffering, and we hold them in our hearts, and we offer blessings for safety and for calm winds. We are going to begin our service. Hopefully, right on your seat was one of our service booklets. Nice thing about this is you can't get lost. Lechuna ranana ladonai, come, let us sing joyously to God.
Lechuna ranana ladonai, nari aletzur isheinu, nekadma fanav betoda bizmiro, nari alo, nekadma fanav betoda bizmiro, nari alo, ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim asher be'ado mecherei haaretz beto'afot harim lo asher be'ado mecherei haaretz beto'afot harim lo. With light,
Top of the page.
ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ. הירם הים עדיין בכל אשר פה אז ירננו כל הצייר לפני אדוני תבכייה לשפוט הארץ ישפוט הבל בצדק ועמים באמונתו.
Bottom of the page. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. May God bless our people with strength and with peace.
Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech et amo.
welcome Shabbat as if we were welcoming a bride. Lecha Dodi.
לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. איי, 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה.
שמור וזכור בדיבורך, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתפילה.
אחד דודי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. איי, 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. איי, 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 לקראת שבת ובנדלך היא מקור הברכה. בראשי קדם ושלוחה, סוף סוף מעשה ומחשבה קהילה. ילי, לך
דודי לקראת קלה, ילדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה.
איי, 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. איי, איי, איי,
התעוררי, התעוררי, היווה אורך ומיורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה,
יללי, יללי, יללי,
פני שבת נקבלה.
איי, איי, איי,
לך דודי לקראת קלה, ילדי, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. We rise, we turn to the door, we welcome the Shabbat bride.
בואי ושלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי עליי
invite Barbara and Rachel Camp to come and light our Shabbat candles. Bottom of page 6. Let's read together. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, whom word brings the evening dusk. With wisdom you open the gates of dawn. With divine understanding you make seasons change. You order the stars in their paths through the sky, all according to your will. You create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. You cause day to pass, and you bring the night, separating between day and night. Adonai of hosts is your name. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall forever embrace us. Praised are you, Adonai, who brings on evening.
Baruch atah Adonai amari v'rabim.
You have always loved your people Israel by teaching us Torah, mitzvot, laws, and justice. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down at night and when we rise, we will speak of your laws, rejoicing always in the words of your Torah and your commandments. For they are our life, and they give long life. We will think about them day and night. May you never take your love away from us. Praise are you, Adonai, who loves the people Israel.
כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל. Baruch Shem Yevon Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Maybe seated. You can do it.
Wait, I'm trying to think what key this. Okay. No, I know. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, וחיו הדברים כאלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך וחיו לטטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Mi chamocha, bottom of page 9.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar v'kodesh. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar v'kodesh. Torah ve'ilon, oseh, oseh Torah tehilot, oseh, oseh mi hamdocha tehilot, mi kamocha oseh Torah tehilot, oseh ונאמר כי פרעה דרכו וגליל החזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני קהל ישראל. השקיפנו אדוני אלוהינו.
Come on, I want to hear you.
מדנו שומרנו לחיים. השיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, ועמידנו שומרנו Julian, why don't you sing the Veshamru with us?
Aquí. Muy bajo. Julian.
Shamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורות הברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות הברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות הברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות הברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות הברית עולם.
We rise for Amidah.
אדוני, שפתי תפתח ופיה, כי תהילתך. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו,
Be seated. You sanctified the seventh day, the pinnacle of creation of heaven and earth, to enhance your name. You blessed it above all other days, sanctifying it above all other times. Thus it is written in your Torah, the heavens and the earth and all they contain were completed. On the seventh day, God finished the work God had been doing and ceased on the seventh day from all the work that had been done. And God blessed the seventh day and called it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation. Together, our God and God of our ancestors, find favor in your Shabbat rest. Instill in us the holiness of your mitzvot, and let your Torah be our portion. Fill our lives with your goodness and gladness with your salvation. Refine our hearts so that we may serve you faithfully. Help us to perpetuate, Adonai, our God, your holy Shabbat with love and joy, so that the people of Israel who hallow your name will always find rest on this day. Praised are you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat.
Find favor, Adonai, our God, with the people of Israel, and accept their prayer with love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. May we witness your merciful return to Zion. Praised are you, Adonai, who restores the divine presence to Zion.
Baruch atah Adonai hamachasi shchinato leTzion modim anachnu lach.
We give thanks that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our fathers and mothers throughout all time. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that greet us every day, and for your wonders and gifts that accompany us evening, morning, and noon. You are good, your mercy everlasting. You are compassionate, your kindness never ending. We have always placed our hope in you. For all these blessings, may your name be blessed and raised in honor always, our ruler forever and ever. May all of life thank you and praise you faithfully, God of our deliverance and our help. Praised are you, Adonai, the essence of goodness, worthy of praise.
Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha ulechadnae lehodo. Shalom Rahav Israel Amcha Tasim Leolam. 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 Ki ata u'melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata u'melech Adon lechol hashalom. Baruch Rahav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. וטוב עיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה ישומעך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Before we take a moment for silent personal prayer, we ask God for a blessing of healing over all those who are ill. On this Shabbat, we are especially thinking about Avraham ben Moshe, Yitzhak Beshifra, Mara Baseto, John Brand, Elliot Citrin, Mimi Citrin, Abby Hurwitz, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Didi Katzker, Sandra Crumbine, Dixie Lampert, Chandela Bat Avraham Vesara, Nancy Simon, Rose Singer, Murray Swift, Kevin Webb, Sarah Wolf, Zahara Bat Hayala, and Gadi Moses, and all those who remain as hostages. Misha Barak Avatenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah hu yavarech v'yirapeh et cholim Kodesh Baruch Hu yamalei rachamim alehem v'lahach limam v'larapotam v'lahach zikam v'lahachiotam v'yishlach bimhera refuah shlema, complete healing, refuat nefesh, healing of the soul, refuat guf, healing of the body, betoshar chole Israel, among all those who are ill. Hashtaba Galal Vizman Kariv and Omar, we say, Amen. Take a moment for silent personal prayer.
Omim Ramam, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Shvei Tevel, Ve'imru
With this week's Torah portion, we once again come to the end of the book of Bereshit, the book of Genesis. We have spent a couple of months reading the stories of our patriarchs and our matriarchs, and let's face it, how each generation has messed up the next generation. Abraham almost sacrifices Isaac. Sarah banishes Ishmael. Rebekah conspires to ensure that it's Jacob and not Esau who receives the father's blessing. Isaac, at his best, goes along unwittingly. More likely, he ignores his sense that he is blessing the wrong son, or at worst, he turns a blind eye and knowingly chooses to bless Jacob, and then only throws in a consolation blessing to Esau when Esau protests. In the next generation, Jacob declares Joseph as his favorite child, his favorite son, showers him with unequal gifts, stoking a jealousy that shifts the relationships of the entire family. So as we end the book of Genesis, Jacob calls his sons together and offers them blessings that, let's face it, in some cases seem like backhanded criticisms. The truth is that we are finishing a 4-generation master class in bad parenting. The truth is that the dynamics between children and parents have been a part of the history of civilization. The Jewish community has recorded the ups and downs of those relationships, of course, since biblical times. It has been the fodder of many a Jewish comedian. My colleague and my teacher, Rabbi Ed Feinstein, writes, "All Jewish kids get A's. It's a fact. They're all above average. They all go to Stanford, Brown, and Berkeley. They're all champions in debate, first violin in the orchestra, the lead in the play, the captain of the teams. But what happens when they're not? What happens when they don't excel? What happens when they actually fail? Our children are told, you are not working up to your potential, but without the additional information that no one works up to their potential. Such a demand is limitless, a requirement that can never be satisfied. Like the horizon, one's potential is never meant to be reached. If you are working up to your potential, it is only because our potential is defined too low. Rabbi Feinstein's teacher, Rabbi Harold Schulweis, once observed that we Jews practice a particularly cruel form of child abuse. It's called disappointment. Don't hassle your mother. Leave her alone. Right? I wasn't pointing at you. I was pointing at, I won't even say. Master Shroer. Is there a place within the Jewish family for differences? Is there room for failure? Is there love for a child who tries and can't succeed in the ways we have defined success? I worry about children who are told that they must get every answer correct. I worry about kids who are told that there's not room to be second best, to get the silver medal. I worry about children who are constantly measured, evaluated, tested, and graded. Surely there is more at stake in education than admission to the next school, the marks on the next report card, the scores on the next exam. If we demand success each time, if we leave no room for failure, our children's dreams will shrink to fit their certainties. They will play it safe and never try too hard. Never reach too far, never put too much of themselves into any pursuit. And as Rabbi Feinstein writes, it's entirely possible to exalt the mind while crushing the soul. So we hope that next week, as we turn to the book of Exodus, that maybe we will find children who rise to greater occasions than their parents even imagine, with Moses, with Aaron, with Miriam, none of whom are perfect. Let's be clear about that. None of whom are perfect, but maybe attain something beyond what their parents, because our story doesn't tell us what their parents wanted from them, but each of them achieved greatness in their own way. We are going to turn back to our prayer booklets. We're going to invite you to rise. Austin Truan. Austin, come here, man. Come here, buddy. Elenu, page 17. Come here, right over here. Come here. Help me out here.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, אלא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם בלבנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונה, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומורים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני המלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Our thoughts turn to those who are no longer with us, those who have left us with the gift of memory. On this Shabbat, we remember the yortzites of our congregants' loved ones, who we have commemorated over this past week. Saul Berenbaum, Charles Daniel Berlin, Renee Berman, Leo Ertag, Abraham Al Feldman, I. Cecile Fedank, Sheila Friedman, Sigmund Friedman, Judge Milton A. Friedman, Adolf Greenberg, Maria Haber, Zoltan Ils, Norman D. Jacobs, Henry Meyer, Howard Max, Etta Oxenberg, Yetta Polsky, Evan Resnick, David Schwab, Florence Simon Seltzer, Harry Skolnick, Rabbi Richard Sternberger, Teresa Berlin Stuchiner, Jack Thaw, David Waldstein, Lydia Doris Weiss, Bennett Michael Zarin, Stella Zeitlin, and all those who are listed below who are remembered in our sanctuary on our memorial walls. We join together for Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish, page 18. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach rute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon v'yomechon, u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, Bagala Uvisman Kari Vimru. Yehe Shemei Rabam Mevarach Le'alam Olome Omaya. Yitbarach Vishtabach Vitpa'ar Vitromam Vitnase. Vitadar Vitale Vitalal Shemei de Kudasha. Le'alam Min Kol Birchata Vishirata. Tush Birchata Venechemata. Damiran Belma Vimru. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Vimru. Oseh Shalom Bimroma. Uyah Oseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Vimru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved. As together we say, Amen. May be seated. Once again, I want to wish all of you a Shabbat Shalom. Say thank you to Rodney and Lily Max for serving as our greeters this evening. Thank you to all of our Shabbat sponsors, to the Kroll and the Crater family for remembering all of their loved ones, to Doctors Laura and Alan Drexler in memory of Yetta Polsky, David Stephanie, nice to see you, Stephanie, and Jamie Friedman and Victor Bellera in memory of Sheila Friedman, Sidel Howitt in memory of her father, Harry Skolnick, Rodney Max and Lily Wu in memory of Rodney's father, Howard Max. Julia, remind me of how I pronounce your uncle's name. Illis. She keeps reminding me, and I keep forgetting. Zoltan Illis. And Maxine Schwartz, I hope your online memory of your father, Leo Urtag. As you came in, you got one of our announcements. I want to point out that Sisterhood is having their morning of yoga, and on Sunday, we are planning, if the weather is good, we will plan to be outside in the pavilion down by the bridge, or if it is cold, and that's going to be a game day decision, we'll be in the chapel where I promise you it will be nice and warm. This coming Friday, please join me. I'm asking you, join me for Friday night, our annual Dr. Martin Luther King Interfaith Shabbat service. If you have never been here for MLK Shabbat, it is a treat. I promise you, you will walk out of here even more enlivened than you feel tonight. My colleague and dear friend, and no stranger to Temple Sinai's Bema, Pastor Arthur Jackson III is going to be our preacher. And if you have not experienced Pastor Jackson's preaching, come for that alone. If that doesn't float your boat, come because our choir and some of their choir are going to be singing separately, together. So music will always be wonderful. And I'm asking you because it is important. At this time in our history, we need to build bridges. We need to ensure that we have friends across our community. We have been there for them, all right? They're coming to be with us, and we want to make sure that they're not coming to an empty congregation. So come, bring friends. It is open, and very important for those of you who are regulars, okay? It is not at 6:15. It is at 7. Thank you. 7 p.m. With all kinds of dessert afterwards. So join us for that. If you have not signed up for our gala, that's coming in now less than a month, where we will honor 3 very deserving individuals. Sage Cantor right over there is one of our past presidents, Darren Friedman, another past president, and Doris Peak-Nagura, a third past president, all of whom have been incredible to our congregation in really extraordinary ways. So we hope that you will be a part of that. one last thing, if you signed up to go to the Nova Festival exhibition, you should have received an email this afternoon giving you the information about when to be here, or if you are not taking the bus, the vans, and meeting us there, when to do that. The tickets have been bought, so it's not, you can go, right? It is through, I believe, through the end of the month, although I did hear behind the scenes that they may extend that into February. You can go. It is incredible. It's important to go and bear witness to what happened at the Nova Festival on October 7th. So even if you're not coming with Temple Sinai, go on your own. It's very easy to get to. Parking is not too difficult, and takes about an hour and a half, depending on how you sort of work your way through the exhibit.
One thing that is not in the Shabbat program is that on February 7th, Friday night, we will have a musical Shabbat. This is going to be a special Shabbat. It's an Argentinian style Shabbat. We did it like 2 years ago. And we are bringing back the Zev Malberger, who was the musical director of one of the largest congregations in Buenos Aires. He's going to be with us, singing, playing, singing, together with Marcelo and the band. So please come for that. Yeah. I told you. Yes. Yes, I did. We can discuss. Yeah. You forgot.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
wanna
doesn't
tell us
matter.
what
The
we're
point is,
concluding?
February 7th at 6:15, musical Shabbat, Argentinian style, and we are going to conclude the service with a beautiful song based on the passage from the Torah for this week's Torah portion, which is the blessing that. Actually, I need to change the. The passage in which Jacob blesses his Ephraim and Menashe, the grandchildren, and this is the text. It says, "May the angel who hath redeemed me from all evil bless these lads, and let my name be named in them, and the name of my fathers Abraham, Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth." Amallah hagoel oti, Amallah hagoel oti mikol hara, yevarech et hanecharim, bikarev bahem shemi. Allah hagoel oti, Allah hagoel oti mikol hara, yevarech et hanecharim, bikarev bahem shemi. V'shem avotai, v'shem avotai, Avraham veYitzchak, veYitku l'rov b'kerev haaretz. V'shem avotai, v'shem avotai, Avraham veYitzchak, veYitku l'rov b'kerev haaretz. Amallah hagoel
Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei peri hagafel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים קיבלנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Cantor, si me dijiste que me tome el...